The Vatican on Friday signed a historic first accord with Palestine 2 years after officially recognizing it as a state. It's a treaty covering the life and activity of the church in Palestine. It took 15 years of negotiations to complete it. It's a pretty long time, and I have no clue what the fuck they were talking about for that entire time. But the Vatican apparently is for a two-state solution in the region. Here's an interesting fact. The Vatican has diplomatic relations with Israel as well since 1993, but have yet to get an accord there, even though it's been under negotiations since 1999. Again, I don't know what the fuck are they doing in these negotiations. It's like, all right, let's meet once every 11 months. Good for you? Does that work out? I don't know why it's taking so long, but nonetheless, it is taking a while. And, of course, there's this, quote, "The move is bitterly condemned by Israel as a setback for the peace process." Why? Why? I don't understand. So, let me get this straight. The argument now from the Israeli government is, if Palestine makes peace with other nations, if they make peace, if they have a treaty, if they say, let's work together, let's be friends, if they make peace with people, that means they're against peace. They're hurting the peace process by making peace. For fuck's sake, man. What the fuck? Reason number 9,762 that the Likud party and the Israeli government are lying and they don't want a fucking Palestinian state. Again, the fucking word games, and I know people get mad at me when I talk about this issue, which is fucking ridiculous, but the word games, you know, Netanyahu saying one day, oh yeah, I'm totally in favor of peace, bro, I really want to get a Palestinian state, bro. And then, 3 days later, we're never going to get a fucking Palestinian state, fuck that shit. He did it again, he flip-flops more than Mitt Romney on this issue. I mean, he said, during the election, never a Palestinian state. Right after the election, oh, you misunderstood me. When I said never a Palestinian state, I meant never, except I'm in favor of it now for political reasons. What? It's a joke, man. It's a joke. And if the American government isn't in on it, okay, and Obama claims, no, I want a Palestinian state, and I believe him certainly more than I believe Netanyahu. Whether I totally believe him, I don't know. But if America's not on the same page, well then, why are you not doing something about it? Because you know Obama, every once in a while. He went on Israeli TV recently and said, oh, tut, Mr. Netanyahu. He always says, I want to do a state, but later, not now, and it's really not helping. Okay, great, so now you can diagnose that he doesn't actually want a Palestinian state. Wonderful, I'm glad you have 20 brain cells, okay? That's all it takes to realize that. But now what are you going to do about it? What are you going to do? What are you going to do? Here's a fucking thought. How about you lift your veto at the UN? Virtually every other fucking country, over 100 countries are like, yeah, state, what's the problem? Let's go. All you have to, it's only America and Israel and some other bitch nations that are like, oh, yeah, okay, no, let's block it. Well, all you have to do is lift the veto. Do that. Cut the funding. We give them billions of dollars a year every year, and they don't even need it. They don't need it. They don't need it at all. So cut the funding, too. Cut the funding. Lift the veto, and then if none of that's working, well, you gotta hop on board. I think the BDS movement is 100% right, because it is a peaceful way to apply pressure to get them to the table to get a two-state solution. Okay, right now they have more power in the situation, so they are blocking the two-state solution. That's obvious. So what do? You make it so that they want to partake in the negotiations. How do you do that? Economic pressure. It will work. You just have to do it.